I want to thank everybody here who's standing up in support of the Second Amendment, but specifically standing against these two gun control bills that Nancy Pelosi is bringing to the floor this week. And if you look at these bills, they don't have anything to do with background checks. It's about making criminals out of law-abiding citizens. And ultimately, as you've heard story after story from the people standing behind me, every single day Americans use guns to defend themselves from criminals. That is the heart of what the Second Amendment is about, and it's at the heart of what our founding fathers intended, that all Americans should have the right to use firearms to defend themselves. And over we see guns used to defend themselves. And yes, in these bills, think about some very specific problems with these bills that Nancy Pelosi doesn't want you to know about. They didn't want me to testify before the Judiciary Committee when Doug Collins tried to have me included in that panel, because I wasn't going to spread their message of gun control. In fact, I was going to counter it. And so what I will tell you is right now under this bill, if you've got a neighbor and your neighbor is being beaten up by her boyfriend, she's got a temporary restraining order against her boyfriend, and she's afraid that tonight she's going to come to her house and do her harm, and she asks you to borrow your gun, you can be a felon under this bill for that one simple act of loaning your gun to a friend to defend herself from someone who's going to attack her. You can go to jail for a year. You can be fined $100,000. They say they have exemptions for hunting, and yet the language is so vague that if you went hunting with a friend, you also need to bring your attorney to sit in the deer stand with you and figure out, if you hand him your rifle and maybe he wants to go to the range to scope it, you can then go to jail for an act like that. That's what this bill does. This bill turns law-abiding citizens into criminals, and it's one more step towards federalized gun registration and ultimately gun confiscation. That's been the intention of many of the people that are bringing this bill for a long time. They want true gun control, and this is the first step. It's surely not the last. We need to reject these two bad gun control bills.